Sunday. Welcome to Wasatch Weekends. I'm your host, Kimberly Perot, and on this March 3rd edition, it is all things deliciousness and treats. I had a conversation earlier in the week with celebrity chef Jamie Gwen about how you can stretch your dollar in the grocery store, and then Kevin and I get into the kitchen and we make our own healthy version of a McDonald's McGriddle muffin. But before we get started, let's take a look at today's weather. Frozen cuisine has certainly elevated and have become more innovative throughout the years. And I had a conversation with celebrity chef Jamie Gwen about how you can stretch your dollar, make delicious and innovative recipes, and more in the frozen foods aisle. So let's take a look at that conversation. Now, I know we are all feeling the pain in our wallets at the grocery store because prices have just really jumped up. But joining us today is 7-time cookbook author, radio host, syndicated columnist, celebrity chef Jamie Gwen. How are you, Jamie?
Kim, I'm well. Thank you for having me and for the illustrious introduction.
Celebrity chef Jamie Gwen is a mouthful, but it is so impressive because of all of the recipes and things that you are doing. So let's talk about a very hot topic right now, how to save money at the grocery store. So can you tell us a little bit about some easy ways that we can save there?
I certainly can. And look, we're all experiencing it. No matter where you live, we know that grocery costs and costs in general are on the rise. But it's always, when you make your grocery list, you want to feed your family well. It's sometimes sticker shock, right? You get there and you realize, my gosh, this is, really risen in price. I will tell you, as a professional chef, and a lot of people kind of cock their head funny when they hear it, but I embrace the frozen food aisle for a lot of reasons, and no better time to do that than March, which is National Frozen Food Month. There's a recent survey by National Frozen and Refrigerated Foods Association that says nearly 8 out of 10 parents with young children, of which I am one of those, finds it easier day in, day out to have frozen food on hand. And 64% say that keeping frozen food has helped them combat rising grocery costs. So there's a lot to be said for the convenience of the frozen food aisle. There's a lot to be said for the cost savings. And there's a lot to be said for the flavor and the nutrients that you're getting from frozen food that I don't think every great cook might realize or give credit to.
It's so true. I had a conversation a few years back about fresh vegetables versus frozen and the nutritional difference between the two. So speaking of, how do frozen foods help with healthy meal planning?
I love that you had a hot debate. I think that's fabulous. So let's talk about meal planning, but let's take a step back, okay? When you buy frozen food, I should just put this out there without stumbling. It's real food. It's just frozen. The flash freezing technology today is better than ever extraordinary, right? So it used to be IQF, individually quick frozen. That's how they froze the berries so they didn't stick together in the bag. But it's the best raspberry you've ever had, or the strawberries red all the way through. Why? Because it's picked at the peak of the season and flash frozen. It maintains all its beneficial nutrients and it tastes delicious. Now, with that said, if you went and bought strawberries right now in the produce section, might not be so great. Hit or miss, depends on the season. So we know we're getting good quality. We know we're getting nutrients, of course. And then you get all this lovely convenience. It's pre-washed for you, or it's chopped, or it's prepped. So now you're saving time with meal prep, right? And you have this opportunity to feed your family new tastes, new flavors. Walk through the frozen food aisles in your supermarket, and you will see, by the way, ingredients and items that chef friends of mine are developing for the big companies there's ethnic infusion, there's paleo, vegan, plant-based, keto. It's all there. No matter how you choose to live, lifestyle, dietary needs, or otherwise, the frozen food section has come a long way, evolved leaps and bounds.
It's so true. So how can you use frozen foods to plan for breakfast and for dinner? And, how does it continue to innovate in the frozen foods aisle?
Sure. I think the opportunity to have Indian butter chicken from the frozen food aisle, when you might not want to make the recipe, lots of ingredients, kind of long method from scratch, that's a great way to consider that you can incorporate new tastes, global flavors into your meals. But you said breakfast or dinner. I'm breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Check it out from the frozen food aisle. So, some of my favorite ingredients are from the freezer section. So I always have frozen pot stickers. Yes, I pan saute them till they're crispy on the outside, soy sauce, black vinegar, steamed on the inside. But then I make this super simple 10-minute pot sticker veggie soup using frozen spring vegetables, asparagus and zucchini. Ginger garlic goes in. It's so good. 10 minutes. Easy pot sticker veggie soup, couldn't be beat. I like to take the butterfly shrimp and put them into a lettuce wrap with a spicy, creamy sauce. Super simple. I make a wrap using my son's favorite crispy chicken. It's really good. And then this is kind of fabulous, Kim. I hope you'll like it. We are a waffle family. So I'm always looking for ways to repurpose our breakfast waffles. So I line them up in the air fryer folded like this. And when they get crispy, my son says, "That's a waffle taco, Mama." And I say, "Yes, it is." Filled it with barbecue shredded chicken and coleslaw. And my 4-year-old thinks it's taco night every night. It's fabulous. And then phyllo, which I love. I filled with ricotta and a compote that I made from frozen berries. I mean, just think about it. The opportunities are endless. These are all new recipes, by the way, just posted at easyhomemeals.com. And I hope they inspire you.
easyhomemeals.com. Well, I'm certainly inspired by that take on chicken and waffles. That's so fun, and so that's a great way to look at it. Now, I know with my friends and I, we used to do an around the world dinner night by going to the frozen foods aisle and just selecting different things.
Oh, I love that.
It's so much fun,
that's
and I'd
awesome.
say better than takeout for sure. Now,
for sure. And by the way, when you have a craving, it's like on hand.
It's so much easier and so much better than having to wait 40 minutes for your delivery service.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Absolutely. So exciting stuff. Where can we go to learn more? But more importantly, there is a $10,000 cash prize. Tell us all about it.
Yes, there is. And I am not eligible, so I hope you win. Go to easyhomemeals.com. You'll find the recipes. You'll find a $10,000 sweepstakes for March Frozen Food Month. It's prizes and kitchen appliances and more. And you can enter for free on easyhomemeals.com for the recipes. And then on my social at Chef Jamie Gwen, you'll find my daily dish, often including a frozen food product, or you can call it my daily gluttony, but that's up to you.
My daily gluttony, I love it. Well, Jamie, wonderful to chat with you. You had some really interesting recipes and ideas, so thanks for sharing on how to be innovative in the frozen foods aisle. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it so much. Have a good day.
You too. Who doesn't love sausage and maple syrup, especially when it's combined into a muffin? Kevin and I are in the kitchen and we made a muffin McGriddle. Let's take a look. I love when Kevin and I work together because we just make some fun recipes in the kitchen.
Yeah, and you know what? This one's going to be an easy one. It's one of those, if you got a bunch of people staying at your place, it's easy to just whip up real quick, put in the oven before you go out and ski.
And it gives you all of the different things like protein and the carbs, especially before you go out and ski. You can just grab them and go pop it in the microwave. It's going to rock and roll. But so what we are making are the McGriddle muffins. So I know people like that at McDonald's, but we're going to make our own version. So we know what kind of ingredients we're putting in them, and they're going to have just about the same taste and flavor, just all packed into a muffin.
The TV8 Griddle McMuffin.
The TV8
is what it is.
Griddle.
Because you've got guests coming in town, I've got guests coming in town, and this is something quick and easy.
It is, it is so true. You want as easy as possible, as minimal pans as possible. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. So what's really great is we've got pancake mix, we've got sausage, We've got cheddar cheese, maple syrup.
Right here.
And then we're just going to use some water as well as, whatever else that you feel like you want to put in. So it's kind of a catch-all. So we're going to do about 2 cups of our pancake mix.
All right.
So we've just got our regular buttermilk pancake mix. So I'm just going to start pouring it in here and guesstimating what about 2 cups looks like. So you don't want to use the whole box, because we're not making that many.
Not making that many. I'm going to start on the sausage.
We've got the sausage.
Got to get that going.
All right, so that looks pretty good to me. What do you think, Kev?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
2
about
cups.
about
I've
2.
ever seen 2 cups. That's 2 cups.
We're
right there.
we're about at the 2 cups there. And then what we're going to add is about 1.5 cups of water and 1/4 of a cup of maple syrup.
Okay.
So if you don't have, your measuring cups, it really is just, you can decide like what kind of consistency you're looking for here.
Here's your
So
maple
Kevin's going to
syrup.
pass me the maple syrup. I'm just going to add that in, and I think it really doesn't matter how much maple syrup you want to put in this. I think the more the better, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, sweeten it up.
If sweetening it up, sweetening it up.
Words are hard.
Words are hard, especially when you're making a delicious
So you're all
McGriddle
excited.
muffin.
That's why. Because this is just you smell the sausage going. You're pouring out that.
I can smell
that log cabin syrup.
the maple syrup.
My
I am a
goodness.
syrup snob, and I blame this on my mother. I was born in the Northeast.
Yeah.
So Vermont maple syrup. So
So
anything.
did you have your own maple trees? You went up and stuck the tube in.
We went a couple, we did that a few times when we were very little, but I prefer real maple syrup over anything else. If it's regular syrup, I don't eat it. So real
syrup
maple
snob.
syrup always, it's the
Okay.
best. So we did about 1/4 of a cup. I'm gonna just add a little bit more here. And then we're gonna grab, we're just gonna add about a cup or 1 1/4 cups of water.
Water.
So if you don't have water, you can literally just grab a coffee
If you
mug.
don't have water, you're going to be really thirsty.
I mean, if you don't have a
That's
measuring
the
cup.
answer to that
and then you just
question.
fill it on up.
While I sit here and get this sausage going.
I'd say about 1.5 cups that looks about good to me.
Ah,
We're just gonna go
perfect.
ahead and pour this in here. There it is. And if you feel like there's a little bit much, you can add more of the pancake mix to it. And we're gonna start on the low. And we know how much I love using my electric beater here
I
in
will
the kitchen.
step out of the frame for a moment. Well,
But there we go.
Very good.
Looking good. So we're just gonna add the consistency, and it really is whatever consistency
is it like
you
a pancake mix consistency?
Exactly.
Is that what we're looking for?
Yeah. So we'll probably add a little bit more in here. We've got our water, we've got our maple syrup. It's looking great. Sausage is cooking up. How do you like your pancakes? Do you like them a little bit on the thicker side, or are you more of a?
I'm a thin pancake guy.
I like a thin pancake
Yep.
too. So we'll see. We'll see how
Not a
this turns
crepe.
out.
It's thin pancake.
Do you like crepes?
I do like crepes.
Do you know how to make crepes?
Yes, I do.
Uh-oh, looks like we might have to
have a
be
crepe
making
day.
crepes on
We could have a
on
crepe
the
day.
show. All right, looking good here. It just smells like breakfast. It smells like a Saturday morning breakfast.
Actually, yeah.
I know.
This will get you out of bed. When you start smelling the Jimmy Dean maple sausage cooking, it's time to get up.
It is
Rise and
time
shine, my
to
friends.
Get up. And you just kind of keep mixing it in. Every Saturday morning when I was growing up, and even still to this day, every time I'm home and I'm visiting my parents, Dad makes pancakes for everyone. So, he is the pancake connoisseur. So we're just making the right consistency so that it'll rise in these muffin tins. And you can make them in mini muffin tins, so they're like a little bit of a dipper and a bite.
Oh, yeah.
Which is fun. Or
That's
you can
fun.
just make it in a normal muffin size.
So can we give your dad the title of the pancake king of the Northeast?
We 100% can.
Okay.
100%. He still makes them to this day. It's Christmas morning deliciousness.
All right,
We
Mr.
have-
Perot, you just got a new name, my friend.
He's probably thrilled watching
He is.
us make
I'm
pancake
sure he is.
batter
All
on
excited.
air. The
He's-
sausage is looking good.
He's probably in the kitchen making it with us right now.
At least in his heart and his mind, he is. So we're just gonna keep on mixing it. As we keep on mixing, that looks pretty good to me. And now, a McGriddle sandwich is usually, 2 pancakes, which is what we're doing here. And then you've got your breakfast meats, your cheese, and your eggs. But we're not gonna throw eggs in this. This is just a traditional pancake mix.
Is it pancake or pancake? Panama?
I say
Hammond.
pancake, Kevin.
Is it Hammond? How many M's?
How many M's?
There's no M in
There are 0
pancake.
M's in there.
It's just a test. You know how I like to test you.
It's true. All right, this is looking great. So we're gonna go ahead and add our cheese in, and we'll wait until the sausage is fully cooked before we put it in here as well. So if you wouldn't mind passing me the cheddar cheese,
There you go.
that would be great.
What's MFI?
Magnetic face integration
That's right.
technology.
You know, we have our little discussion with eyepieces of ale. Maybe that'll come up. We don't know. Stay tuned.
Eyepieces of ale, they really are great. You know, we love having conversations with them.
Who thought eyepieces of ale would come up during our cooking segment? See how we just roll things together here?
We do. You know what? It's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
So I'm just putting you can put about a cup of cheese in here if you want to. I'm just gonna free eye it here.
It's free cheesing over there. Got to watch you every now and then. This is a family show.
Sausage smells so good. I cannot wait to eat this. So we're gonna mix it in. So we're mixing in the cheese into our pancake
Put that
mix.
away from me. I don't want it on my sweater.
I'm just gonna get it all over Kevin's sweater. As you can see, it's looking good there. Now you can make it as cheesy or as not cheesy as you want to. I think we're gonna go
Moderate
average,
cheese.
moderate cheese.
Moderate cheese.
That looks moderate to
MC,
me.
moderate cheese.
Yeah. And as we do that, then we've got our cupcake tin here. So
Got
a
it.
muffin tin, whatever you want to call it. And then we can grease the inside of these or just pour it in it directly and see what happens.
You want to grease it a little bit.
I want to grease it a little bit. So I'm going to grab some butter out of our fridge. You can use a cooking spray if you want to. Whoops, as I drop
So
it.
now, are we blending in the sausage?
We're blending the
Okay.
sausage into the pancake mix.
Okay, gotcha.
And then we're just going to dump it all in here and cook
Gotcha.
it in the oven. You want your oven temperature at about 400 degrees.
Okay.
And then you do it for about 12 to 15 minutes. Or as I like to say, you can take the baking test by taking a knife, sticking it in the middle, and then pulling
Like
it
we
out.
did yesterday for your flourless chocolate cake.
Exactly. You just do that, and then when you do that, if it comes out clean, then you know that your pancake or your muffin is finished.
Clean and mean. Love
Clean
it.
and mean. So we're just doing a quick little grease here on the bottom of these pans, and then we'll grease the edges. Looking good.
Yeah, it is
Smelling good. I know our camera crew is excited about this one.
Every dog in the neighborhood is going to follow me around because I've got the scent of sausage in my
And
clothes.
who doesn't love the scent of sausage?
Seriously, who doesn't?
I mean, honestly, it's my
Vegetarians
favorite.
and vegans don't.
Yeah, true.
But not always, because like they make,
Things
like
that's-
Morningstar Farms, they make stuff that tastes and smell like bacon and sausage.
It's so true.
So maybe
Yeah.
I
so
made a
true.
false statement there, sorry. I'll retract that statement. You can turn off my heat if you have a free hand.
I do. There we go.
Okay.
Looking good. Looking great. And it's, we want it mostly cooked because it is going to be, you are putting it in there, but it's okay because we are cooking it in the
It's
the
only
oven as
12
well.
to 15
Yeah.
minutes though, so yeah, I think we're pretty well cooked.
Yeah, it looks good to me. All right. Well, these are greased. Are you ready to pour the sausage into our mixture,
I've never
Kevin?
been more ready than to pour sausage into the mixture. You ready?
Ready. There we go.
Don't get it too close to the hot.
And we'll give it a quick stir. Mix it in there.
Batter up.
And then we'll just start pouring it into our muffin tins. Looking good to me.
Yeah.
This is going to be a delicious breakfast. We can also just dip these as well. When you pull them out of the oven, you can dip them into some maple syrup if it's not sweet enough. But I think we put a good amount.
I think so too.
It looks good to me.
Okay.
Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and start pouring them into our muffin tins, and then during the break, we're going to pop them in the oven. We're going to rock and roll, and then in 12 to 15 minutes, we'll pull them out. We'll show you what it looks like. It's going to be delicious.
We'll be right back.
We will be. stomach is not rumbling after all of those delicious food suggestions and recipes, I don't know what's going on with you, but I'm your host, Kimberly Perot. Thanks for joining on this savory edition on Sunday of Wasatch Weekends, and we'll see you next time.